Can you collect VA disability compensation and drill pay at the same time? Thousands of Guard and Reserve members search for that exact question and answer every single day. One answer says no, that federal law forces you to pick one payment and give up the other forever. Another answer says yes, that both checks land in your account with zero restrictions. Neither answer is wrong. Neither answer is complete. The exact answer depends on your service status. If you are on full-time AGR orders, your VA disability compensation is discontinued for that entire period under Title 38 CFR 3.654. That is not a day-by-day waiver. The award stops the day before you enter that status and resumes when the period ends. If you are in the non-drilling IRR, this doesn't touch you. But if you are a drilling member of the Selected Reserve or National Guard, federal law allows you to receive both, provided you follow the rules under Title 10 and Title 38. Here's the short answer for drilling members. Yes, you can collect both. Federal law does not make you choose forever. Title 10 gives you the right to elect which payment you keep for your training days, and Title 38 sets the boundary prohibiting double pay for those exact same days. So the main task isn't just knowing the rule, it's tracking your training before the government runs that yearly check. The Guard and Reserve members who get through this process without any surprises aren't doing anything complicated. They are the ones who already hold their exact record when the government runs its numbers. By the end of this video, you will understand how to navigate a year of receiving VA disability compensation and drill pay. You will see how your drill time gets calculated, why the VA stays silent all year long, and how to build the one simple habit that protects your pay for as long as you stay in uniform. Let's start with drill pay itself. Drill pay is not like a regular paycheck. You do not receive one flat amount every month. Instead, you receive drill pay for the specific days you show up to train. If you do not have a completed training day, DFAS does not issue drill pay for that day. A standard 2-day drill weekend consists of 4 drill periods, and federal records count every single drill period as one full training day. The takeaway is simple: 2 calendar days of drill equal 4 training days on paper. You don't need to memorize the formula, just know that the 4-to-2 ratio is the method by which your training gets reported. Under Title 10, Section 10,147, every Ready Reserve and National Guard member must complete at least 48 drill periods a year, along with annual training. Because 4 drill periods make up one 2-day drill weekend, 48 drill periods equals 12 drill weekends. Attending regular monthly drill weekends all year meets the 48 drill period minimum exactly. Connecting drill periods to actual dollars comes down to basic pay rates. Under Title 37, Section 206, one drill period pays 1/30th of your monthly basic pay. That means a standard 4-period drill weekend pays 4/30ths of your monthly basic pay. You don't need to calculate this math by hand. DFAS processes the amounts automatically. Knowing the formula simply allows you to verify that drill pay line items match your rank and longevity on your leave and earnings statement. Think of drill pay like shift work instead of a salaried job. A salary pays the exact same amount every month regardless of days worked. Shift work pays only for the shifts you complete, and most shift jobs require a minimum number of shifts to stay on the schedule. Drill pay works the exact same way. DFAS pays for the drill periods you complete, and Title 10 sets the minimum required drill periods. Here's how to approach tracking your drill pay and training days. Log your complete service record as it happens, rather than waiting until the end of the year. Save each leave and earnings statement after every pay period and cross-reference those pay line items against your unit's official schedule. Catching errors early lets you resolve discrepancies quickly, using the exact reconciliation steps we cover later in this video. Now let's turn to VA disability compensation. Unlike drill pay, which is paid for specific training shifts under Title 10, VA disability compensation is a flat monthly rate paid under Title 38. The VA calculates this tax-free rate based on your disability rating percentage and your dependents, and it covers every single day of the month. month. During the fiscal year, those disability payments process through the VA's benefit systems, while your drill pay records accumulate in the Defense Manpower Data Center, DMDC. Because those two systems do not share live data while you serve, your training days accrue in one database without triggering any alert in the other. This creates a quiet year where both checks hit your bank account without warning. While those two systems run in silence, you can easily break down your monthly VA disability compensation and drill pay into daily rates. On the VA side, because the Department of Veterans Affairs uses a 30-day month standard, you simply divide your awarded monthly VA disability rate by 30. That gives you your exact tax-free rate for one single calendar day of disability compensation. On the military side, finding your drill period rate works the exact same way. You take the monthly basic pay rate listed for your rank and time in service on the DoD pay table and divide that number by 30. That gives you the taxable value of one single drill period. Think of two separate electric meters mounted on opposite sides of the same house. Both run continuously on their own lines, measuring power without ever monitoring or slowing down the other. That is precisely how your pay operates throughout the training year. DFAS logs your drill periods on its side, while the VA pays your monthly disability compensation on its side, leaving both systems to spin independently in the background until the year comes to a close. Understanding how these two systems run in parallel, you don't wait for the end of the year to calculate your totals. You take your awarded daily VA rate, multiply it by your scheduled drill and training days, and write that number down as the year goes on, ensuring total control over your finances long before any audit takes place. So if both pay systems run independently all year long, when does the government catch the overlap? It happens after the federal fiscal year ends on September 30th. The VA does not give this yearly check one official name, so for this video, we are calling it the Annual Reserve Pay Reconciliation. In this annual audit, the military's record of your service and the VA's record of your payments are cross-referenced against each other, including your weekend drills, annual training, and active duty orders. This cross-reference is executed through an automated system called a computer matching agreement. DMDC holds the military's record of every day you were paid to train, and once the fiscal year closes, DMDC transmits that record directly to the Veterans Benefits Administration, VBA. VBA sets that record against every disability payment it sent you across the same 12 months. That comparison triggers Title 38, Section 5304, the federal law that bans receiving military duty pay and VA disability compensation for the exact same calendar days, and it runs against Title 10, Section 12316, the law that gives you the right to elect which of the two you keep. Both laws are printed directly on the form you receive. Governed by VA Manual M21-1, Part 3, and Title 38, CFR 3.654 and 3.700, this reconciliation follows a set sequence. The records are compiled after the fiscal year closes, the automated match runs against them, and VA regional offices process the audit before the official reconciliation results are sent directly to you. Think of an automated background check. Your records sit in one federal database, and the reviewing office's records sit in another, and neither one reaches across all year. Then a single automated comparison runs, and every point where the two records touch gets flagged at once. That is precisely how reconciliation works. DMDC logs your training days, while the VA tracks your disability compensation, allowing one automated match to pinpoint every single day you receive dual pay. Armed with a clear grasp of the law and the annual audit, you treat the official notice as a simple administrative review. When the audit letter arrives, you cross-reference the listed training days against your saved leave and earnings statements, confirm the totals match, and prepare to execute the specific requirements of the notice. When the government completes its audit, you receive VA Form 21-8951, titled Notice of Waiver of VA Compensation or Pension to Receive Military Pay and Allowances. This is not a general memo, it is your official summary notice listing your identification information, the audited fiscal year, and the exact count of drill and training days DMDC logged for you. This is one form, not a packet, and it runs in 4 sections. Section 1 is your identification information. Section 2 is the training pay information, and that is where the day count sits. Section 3 is the election notice, where you make your decision. Section 4 is the certification and signature block, where you sign and your unit commander signs. The item numbers shift between form versions, so go by the section titles printed on your own form. The moment that notice arrives, a strict response window begins. The version of the form the VA currently posts gives you 60 days to review your audit, dispute any mismatched training days with supporting documentation, or make your election. The VA has a pending revision that shortens that window to 30 days, so go by the deadline printed on your own form. If you do not respond, the VA will assume you agree with the day count shown and process the adjustment using default rules. Before any decisions are made, let's ensure complete understanding of what these sections are asking. Starting with Section 2, your entire focus needs to be on one single number, the total day count at Item 8. Verify whether that number of training days is accurate, because every single day listed directly dictates how much money the VA may withhold. Once you have that day count in hand, you take it straight over to Section 3 to make your move. That single number dictates which box you check. If the count is right, you check the box confirming it is correct. If the count is wrong, you check the box disputing it. Enter the actual number of training days and get your unit commander to sign Section 5. The day count in Section 2 drives the exact box you check in Section 3. Now, look for a dollar amount on Form 2 1-8951. There is not one, not a balance, not a total, not a proposed adjustment. The only 2 pieces of data printed on the face of the form are the fiscal year and the number of training days. The form asks you to make a money decision and shows you no money at all. Think of a restaurant receipt with every item listed and the total left blank. Every training day printed on the page is real, a day you trained and were paid, but what those days are worth in dollars is missing, and the signature line waits at the bottom anyway. That is precisely how the VA compensation notice operates. The form establishes your logged days and leaves you to establish the total before you make your election. Understanding that the form will never show you a dollar figure, you don't panic when the notice arrives. You verify the audited days against your saved leave and earning statements, confirm the count is correct, and keep your own daily rates right in front of you as you move to the election. Now you are ready to make the choice. With your day count verified, Section 3 gives you your options. You can waive your VA disability compensation for those training days, or waive your military pay and allowances. Simply put, waiving just means choosing which paycheck you want to keep, and letting the government take back the other one for those exact days. There is also a box for the member who received no military pay at all during that fiscal year. The math comes down to one direct comparison. Take your daily tax-free VA rate and place it next to your daily taxable drill pay rate for one single day. Whichever check pays you more per day is the check you keep. The form itself states that keeping your training pay is usually to your advantage, and it puts a note next to the other option warning that it generally results in less money for most veterans. That is the VA's own language on the page. Which one is actually higher depends on your rank, your years of service, your rating percentage, and your dependents. This video will not tell you which payment to choose. Your 2 daily rates will. Run the comparison for your own numbers before you decide, and account for the tax difference, because drill pay is taxed and VA disability compensation is not. Until you factor that in, the 2 daily figures are not measuring the same thing. Think of comparing two fuel pumps at a station charging two different prices for the exact same tank of gas. You naturally choose the pump that gives you the higher value for your time. That is precisely how the election process operates. You place your daily VA rate and daily drill pay side by side, choose the higher value, and give up the lower one. You take your two daily rates, run the math, mark your election directly on the form, and submit the signed election back to the VA long before the response window closes. The process we just walked through is the cleanest, most straightforward way to manage dual pay every single year, but depending on your specific situation, you might find yourself in a scenario that looks a little different. Each one follows the same form, the same law, the same election, just with one extra step. The first scenario is a mismatched day count. If your actual training days don't match what the government reported, you dispute the count. State your correct number on the form, attach your pay records as proof, and have your unit commander verify it. The government corrects its record based on your documentation. The second scenario is a zero balance notice. This happens if you already waived your drill pay at your unit or had no overlapping days. The form carries a box for exactly this, stating you received no military pay and allowances during that fiscal year. You still sign and return the form to certify the zero balance, closing out the audit without owing a single cent. Lastly, if you're already familiar with this reconciliation process, you don't have to wait for the government to send you a letter. You can file your election yourself anytime during the year. Get the waiver form from the VA, work with your unit to confirm your actual paid training days, make your election, get your commander's signature, and submit it on your own timeline. Each of these scenarios comes with its own specific steps, and we'll be releasing dedicated deep dive videos to walk you through every single one. But no matter which path you take, you now have the exact blueprint to stay in complete control of your pay. You don't have to track this manually all year. We built the Drill Pay Reconciliation Tracker. Enter your VA disability rate and basic pay. Log your training days as they happen. The tracker calculates your two daily amounts and totals for the year. When the reconciliation notice arrives, your numbers are ready. It's built, it's waiting, it's yours. Use it. Before we close, nothing here is a promise of any particular rating. Every claim is different. What we give you is the cleanest way we know to execute. For Guard and Reserve, women veterans, step by step, the frameworks that tie it all together, or benefits news, subscribe to the channel that fits your fight. Mismatched day counts, zero balance audits, and proactive filing each deserve their own deep dive. In the next video, we walk through correcting a day count on VA Form 21-8951 step by step when DMDC's record is wrong, and how your leave and earnings statements prove it. Unlock your file, claim your status,